"Where's the conductor of this train, goat?" he asked, wanting desperately to take his mind off of things. "There isn't one, and my name is Earl," replied the goat. "I do not know who gave that name to me, but I quite like it." "Is it possible you gave it to yourself?" "Quite possible, yeah." John nodded. He did this when he didn't know what to say. Then he walked away, muttering something about goats. Clips and Clops followed him. He didn't need to look behind him to know that the goat, Earl, whatever, was following him. He entered the previous car, remembered why he had left it, and turned right back around. Clips and Clops followed him. They were beginning to annoy him, but his irritation was short-lived when the windows no longer showed a black view and instead showed fields of rolling green hills and a forget-me-not blue sky. There were goats on those hills, lots of them. "Hey, look," John said to Earl, "your family." The goat looked out of the window and did a very ungoatly thing. He rolled his eyes. "Believe it or not all goats know each other. Oh, hey, that's Bill. I haven't seen him in a moon's age." John snorted. Another extraordinary thing happened. The train began to slow down. The goat and John looked at each other. The goat did another ungoatly thing. He let his jaw drop as though in surprise. It made him look quite stupid. John was beginning to think Earl wasn't a normal goat. "I wonder if someone else is getting on. That'll be twice in one day. A first, a real first." He clip-clopped out of the car. John followed. The brakes were squealing, and the train was stopping, albeit slowly. The train stopped. Earl stumbled a little, but regained his balance. John swayed like a wind-blown Christmas tree. A car door opened, but not the main door. It was the one belonging to the car flooded with straw. Sauntering through the doorway was a spider. John liked spiders. He thought they were interesting. But not this one. This one was the size of a pony. It was nowhere near as pretty, though. Not at all. John hid behind the goat. The goat subsequently hid behind him. There was a tussle, and they ended up standing beside each other and looking rather irritated about it. The spider didn't seem to mind one way or the other. It was staring at the two with black eyes, each juicy and narrowed. Its many legs clattered as it stopped in front of the door. John couldn't tell if it was looking at him, the goat, or both of them in turn. In truth, he didn't really care. The spider clacked its pincers menacingly. "Have you seen my eyeball?" it asked in a sophisticated English accent. "It's wandered off again." John looked at the goat. "Is this the spider you're afraid of?" "Afraid?" the spider said indignantly. "Why would anyone be afraid of me?" John could think of 100 different reasons why people would be afraid of a large spider. Earl bleated, which was only the second goat thing he did since John met him. "You're quite big," Earl said in not goat. "That's quite unnerving. And your eyeball is in this very..." John realized he was back in the rather disgusting car he had so hurriedly fled. He squirmed but didn't budge, and instead focused on one of the spider's 6 eyes. "It's in this car. May I ask why you have an eyeball in the first place?" "A gentleman died in this cabin, and I couldn't let his body go to waste. It would have been an insult to the good man's memory." "Did you know him?" John asked. "No. I woke from my sleep and found him by the door, dead. Oh, jolly good. I found it." The spider clipped and clapped across the room, and with one hairy arm, batted the eyeball onto the ground. He eagerly moved to grab it up in his mouth. John looked away. It didn't matter. There was a wet pop, and the spider moaned the way one does when biting into something mouth-wateringly delicious. "You are quite unique," Earl said. "I am no ordinary spider," agreed the spider. "You think?"
To keep listening to this audiobook, I've left you a link in the description so you can do it, at no cost thanks to Audible's 30-day free trial.